YouTube, welcome back to the channel. I'm your host TKK and we are back with another video, guys. Listen, we got a small glimpse of some behind the scenes stuff. I actually ordered myself a test bench, very affordable stuff. This is actually a part of content I'm about to shoot after this video's content. This is going to be from my Vulix arcade cabinet, so you guys can look forward to seeing this later in the week. So it's pretty much going to be taking the guts out of this PC, which you'll see. I put this inside of the cabinet and it's extremely large. And, you know, if you haven't checked out video 1, video 2, definitely do that. It's kind of a niche product, but, you know, if you're interested in seeing some of the things that All About TKK is all about, this is one of the things. So it's going to be pretty much kind of open air concept, GPU, everything there. And then I'm going to bolt it down to this wood piece, right? But this video is not about this. It's not about this. Content is about to be shot right after this content is shot. This is actually about my receiver, audio video receiver situation. Now, I'm going to card in right now my video that I made in which I was talking to you guys about my Sony receiver going out. I do appreciate the efforts that many of you guys had made in trying to assist me. Although, you know, I pretty much wanted to just kind of make some content around the audio space because we are going to be transitioning into me doing a new setup and things like that. My Sony receiver, essentially, if you've seen the video that I carded in like 30 seconds ago, it went out. The entire HDMI board went out. So it was not able to, you know, send a video signal in or out. No audio, no video. The whole board was out. I did get a warranty on it. I purchased that unit a couple of years ago, and thankfully so I got a warranty on it. I was able to get back the $599 that I got in sales tax also. So pretty much, you know, when I tell you guys that I encourage you to get warranties, you know, not a gimmick. I'm just saying, like, if you're going to spend quality money, you know, secure yourself, insure yourself, put yourself in a position where if your stuff does go out, you can either, you know, have it inspected and repaired, and then you can go from there. So let's talk about some opportunity. Within that same video I carded, I purchased this receiver, which this is the Denon, and it's currently sitting in my living space with my 77-inch LG C1 OLED. This receiver is not a bad receiver. Be the first to admit that I'm not using it to its fullest potential. And so, you know, when we look at these more expensive receivers, I can definitely afford to get them. It's just that I don't want to spend more money than I need to on a product that I know I'm not going to utilize. So I totally understand when people are like, yo, I don't want to get the A95K or the S95B or well, everybody wants that TV because it's cheap as hell, but it's not my point of the video. It's like, I understand if you don't want to get upper echelon stuff, because I'm the same way. Just because you can afford it doesn't mean that you want to spend money on it. So this receiver comes in more expensive than the Sony. The Sony was actually, like, it retails for about almost $700. This one's like $850 is the retail cost on this one. Right now they got it on sale for about $700. $650 is the cheapest I've seen it. But this model is actually called the Denon 960H. So cool receiver, is 8K compatible. It only gives you one port out, which is a disappointing piece. But they recently released the 70 model. So this is the 960H. They have the 970H. It costs the exact same dollar amount, and it actually gives you multiple HDMI 2.1 ports, multiple 8K ports, passes through, you know, auto low latency, variable refresh rate. All of these are really good features that, you know, you can fully take advantage of. Now, it's not G-Sync compatible. You know, so the one thing that I am pretty adamant on when playing on the LG, I like it because the displays have been optimally certified and they've gone through whatever test. You get some people that say it's no big deal. You get some people like me that's like, hey man, I want the cream of the crop, the best of the best. And I want all the tests and the certifications that I can get. However, it doesn't mean that you're not getting optimal variable refresh rate. I like what I like. No one can tell me what I need to like, what I got business in liking. So the only opportunity with, you know, getting a receiver like the 970, which I am going to get, I'm getting rid of this. And I'm not the biggest on like buying products and returning them, but you know, this has served me good, but now that I see that there is a better option, I am going to go after that one. So I might actually be bringing back my A95K to the living room space. Now, the reasoning that I'm probably going to do that is so that I can kind of test the theory out. I got a really good, you know, dialogue going with a lot of you guys talking about receivers and the HDMI ports and things like that. You know, one of the things that ties the Alpha 95 King in to be such a great centerpiece to the living or the theater space is that the TV does act as a center speaker. So that was one thing I forgot to mention when I was making my video the other day. I'll card it in when I was talking about if it's worth the money. You know, if you think about like what even a value center speaker costs, you're probably going to be spending around $150 to $200, right? And so, you know, when you factor in that the TV can actually connect directly to the receiver and it can act as a center, it does really tailor to a different type of enthusiast and purist for televisions, right? And so you have to look at it as a selling point. Add that to the fact that when you buy a TV that's so upper echelon, like the G2, like the S95B, like the, you know, quantum dot Neos that Samsung manufactures, these higher end mini LED TVs, and the Alpha 95 King certainly is definitely at the top of the pinnacle spectrum of TVs. People typically do get themselves receivers. Now, whether or not they'll go and buy the best receiver on the market, that's up to them. I don't own a movie room. I don't have that kind of space. I don't have that kind of interest. I'm not that kind of enthusiast. I am like a mid-tier guy, like when it comes to this type of stuff, pretty comfortable with it. So pretty soon you're going to be seeing some more receiver content. I'm going to get this thing boxed up, take it off my C1, get it packaged back, return it, and I'm going to get it exchanged out for the 970H model. Hopefully I'll have it by next Thursday, which might work out to be really good because I got some time off later in the week, next week. And so I would love to be able to, you know, get it connected, get it hooked up. So for the meantime, I'm going to be going back to listening to the C1 on its default audio, kind of is what it is. But I thought it would be interesting to make some content to follow you guys up. All the content is shot in chronological order, so it's like a day in the life type of situation. So we got a new receiver coming. This is going to lead down a rabbit hole of me getting rid of those speakers that I got, though. So more content to come. If you guys got any questions, please leave them in the comment section below. I do appreciate all the support, the like, the thanks button if you hit it, anything that you want to do to help the channel grow. And I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Peace. God bless. Max love.